enriched uranium before strikes. Trump expresses hope.
We are working on 2005 ML500 customer purchase on Android radio. We're going to put that in. This is the radio. It comes with external mic, audio, video, USB cables, integration harness with a CAN bus module, but usually that doesn't work because it's a fiber optic. It also came with a backup cam, but we're not doing the backup cam today. We're just doing the radio for today. Right, the first step we're going to do is we're going to have to remove the radio. You will need the removal tools like this. I'll put all these parts that we are using on the description so you can buy from Amazon. On the bottom of the radio, there's a little cutout right there by my fingernail. There's one on each side. So you're going to stick the removal tools like this. One on each end, obviously. Then you're going to pull this way to release the locking tab. So I'm going to need two hands to do this. I'm going to put this down. Let me see if I can do that. So basically you pull away, then pull out like this. I'll show you. This is the locking lever that spreads open. See how this one came off? That's how it locked in. So you put these tools in, pull this inward like this, and radio comes out. It's same thing on the other side. So I'm going to show you one more time. So once you put this thing into the where the tool goes in, see how it goes in and out? That's how the radio is locked in. Very clever way to take the radio in and out. Then you're going to remove all these harnesses. As I said, this one is a fiber optic cable. So you remove these. There's push tabs on the side. Then plug comes out. This is the amplifier. This is the main power line. And this is the USB, I believe. Push this one down to release. Okay, got the radio out. Alright, this harness that comes with it has a speaker wires built in here, but on the factory side there's nothing there. That's because it's an amplified Bose system, use fiber optic. Since he doesn't have a fiber optic decoder, we have to eliminate the amplifier, which is under the dash. I'll put this information online. This is DirectTech's wiring harness. It says amplifier. If it's equipped with an amplifier, the amp is under the driver's dash. So we're going to have to take this bottom panel out. Let's see. There's a screw here. Another screw here. Then we're going to get to the amplifier. It's okay, I expected. Remove two Phillips screws and the bottom panel should come out. And we can access the amplifier underneath. That's the under the dash. Come on, focus. That's the amplifier. It's on the left corner all the way top. So we're going to unplug that plug and extend the speaker wires to the radio. We grabbed all the speaker wires, use a 9 conductor, connected. There are 2 tweeters in the back. In the trunk, There's one on each side by the tailgate. Those tweeters are tied together, so we put it to the one channel series connection. 9 conductor wire to run to the up to the radio. This 9 conductor wire has 9 wires. It's color matching. So left front is the white wire, right front is the gray wire. We just match the color. The right rear is the purple, left rear is the green wire. Tie them together, and that wire is obviously connected to the factory speaker wires. We also connected sub output tied into one of the rear channel series connection. What we are doing is we are taking this switch panel out because we have to transfer that over to new radio. There are screws here we're going to have to remove this plate, which we don't use. We're just going to use these side switches that goes on the new radio. That switch we are removing, that gets mounted on this corner on the left hand side. Radio is obviously here. Theater control goes back in here along with all the switches on the bottom side. We have to put the switches on the side, remove these switches individually and put it on here. Okay, just remove the release tab, switch comes out, put it on the same order you're taking it out so you don't mix them up. Just push the tabs inward, remove. On. There's a hole here, so I'm just going to shove it in like this. So you use the foam to secure in place so you don't have to run it by the windshield. So we're going to plug it in. All cables on the back of the radio, so just in case customer wants to put an amp to it or backup cam, everything's going to be there. These antennas, so you don't have to run it on the dash. You can just hide it behind the radio. It works fine. We've been doing that for many radios and we never had any issue with it. Plug in that microphone. That should be it. And the main harness goes in, antenna goes in. It came with an antenna adapter. Remove these metal clips off the original one. You got to put it onto the new one. Doesn't come with it, so you're gonna have to use the one that comes with the factory ones. So there's 2 of them, and this long plastic goes around the radio that used to be on the switch. So put that on. New one. Squeeze that a little. It's kind of loose. Beautiful. Kind of have to squeeze them together because it's kind of loose. So that didn't have a power. I think that is a ignition wire. So since there was no ignition wire, we couldn't find the blown fuse for that. We did find the ignition at the ignition switch. It's a gray wire. You can just simply pop out that, reach behind. The gray wire is the ignition right there at the key cylinder. And we ran it over this way. Cut this red wire here which is ignition input. Since this CAN box doesn't do anything, we're not even going to bother put that in. But that doesn't do anything. As you can see, the radio comes on. Once you put the power and ignition, everything comes on. So let's do that. Let's see if there's a video. So the video works. Hello? Weather.
Right now in Union, it's 70 degrees and cloudy. Today, it'll be mostly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 71 and a low of 66.
Cógete esto.
Side where these switches gotta go in is hitting it. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna shave this right here because the switch is hitting it. It won't go in. So we are cutting this thing here because it's hitting where the switch is gotta go into. So we're gonna cut this off up to here. Cut a little bit down here as well. This side is fine. It's just the driver's side where the switch has got to go in. It's hitting that plastic piece there.
The views at Jersey Gardens.
Hands up. To know from the front lines in 10